Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and today I wanted to shoot a response video to yesterday's video for me to clarify just a few things and to give you a little bit of visuals along with answer a couple questions, because in yesterday's video I was only purely trying to state that it's easier for you to obtain 45 watt charging out of the box when it comes down to the Galaxy S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra, because they were able to give you a little bit better of a cable than the original batch of the Galaxy S24 series. And also they gave you an additional charging rating right down over here, which will give you the exact proportions that you were looking for you to equate your 45 watt charging from this said cable that comes in the box of the S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra. So they added in a full new charging standard down over here on the very bottom, which does give you your 15 watts with 3 amperage, which again equals 45 watts. Wattage is calculated by taking the voltage times the amperage, and that is how you get watts. So this one with the S25 Ultra and the S25 Plus is literally giving you that standard right here. Now what happens is that you have the original one that the Galaxy S24 Ultra has, which is the 10 volt 4.5, which again 10 times 4.5 equals 45 watts. But here's the thing, because it has the 4.5 amperage, you have to have a 5 amp cable in there. And what Samsung has done with the S24 series when it comes down to the S24 Plus and the S24 Ultra is that the first batch of the S24 series actually had a weaker USB cable included, which means myself, even with the included cable, was not able to charge even with the Samsung charger, the 45 watt charger that has PD and the PPS. Basically, it has a variable charge that's inside of here that's able to equate exactly what it needs to give you the full max charge without overcharging your device. So what I'm trying to state is that when my device comes in, and all of those who purchased the S24 Plus or the S24 Ultra early with the first batches had the weaker cable, which is why you had to go off and get yourself a 45 watt brick and a 5 amp cable. The reason being is because the S24 series, when it comes down to the Plus and the Ultra, is at 10 volt 4.5 amp. So I hope that that makes sense. Which is why now when you have the included cable, which is 15 volt and 3 amp, they put in that charging standard there so you wouldn't have to go out and get a higher amperage cable to obtain your 45 watts. So what I'm going to show you in this video here is I will take the included cable of the Samsung phone and I'll place it inside of the 45 watt charging brick from Samsung, which is exactly what people wanted me to show off, even though I previously tested it. And I'll put this 5 amp one over here on this 45 watt brick on this side as well. This one has all of the charging standards that you need to charge anything, of your Samsung needs. So if you're looking for power bricks out there, there's some that are only PD that doesn't support all of the variable charging opportunities here. So pretty much if you go for Anchor, you'll always be good. So now what I'll do to prove this is that I will take the Galaxy S24 Ultra and I'm going to plug in this combination, which will give you super fast charging 2.0. And then I will plug in this combination, which will give you only super fast charging. Now, when it comes down to the S25 Ultra, I'll actually plug in this one and this one. Again, the exact same I did for the S24 Ultra, and you'll see both will give you your super fast charging 2.0. So here's the cable from Samsung. This is the one that's plugged into the Samsung 45 watt charging brick. And what you'll see here is super fast charging. There is no super fast charging 2.0. Now let's move over to the other charging cable, which this one is going to come from the Anchor brick along with the 5 amp cable. Again, you have to have a 5 amp cable for this to work. If you have the later Samsung Galaxy S24 devices where it was later on in the batches, you are now capable of doing that faster charge. So again, this is the S24 Ultra, just proved that the Samsung cable that I had does not work when it comes down to super fast charging. 5 amp does, which is why I showed you the rated charge or the rated certification for that phone. So now we'll do the exact same thing for the S25 Ultra, and what you'll see here, this is the Samsung provided cable. It gives you super fast charging 2.0, where the S24 Ultra did not, because this device here, internally, its hardware is rated to take a charge to give you 45 watts with the 15 volt 3 amp cable, which is exactly what we just plugged in. Here is the 5 amp. Again, same thing. So because this one has the 5 amp cable, this one is putting in your super fast charging 2.0 no matter what. So pretty much when it comes down to it, again, when it comes down to the S25 Ultra, via the hardware and the added charging standard in here, the 15 volt 3 amp, this one can charge at super fast charging 2.0, and the S24 Ultra and the S24 Plus cannot. And as you can tell. Now, some of you may ask and state that the savings time from going from super fast charging to super fast charging 2.0 isn't that big of a deal. The biggest deal when it comes down to super fast charging and super fast charging 2.0 is that when you are at a lower battery percentage, the 2.0 is so much faster, especially if you go all the way down to like 1% or 5%. When you plug in your super fast charging 2.0, you will reach your charging speeds and get up to 50% much faster. As it gets closer to 100%, it slowly diminishes how much amperage is going into the phone or how much wattage is going to the phone, so it doesn't have to go as fast towards the end. And then to cover one last comment, which was actually several comments, some people were mentioning that the S24 series had a much better battery than the S25 series, and if you look at it very quickly, yeah, it might look like it. This one on a full charge can last 4 days. This one's like a day and 8 hours. The reason is because this one is just connected to Wi-Fi. This is just my extra phone. This is just something that I can use if I need to around the house just on Wi-Fi, and I don't have all my applications logged in. So when you have a phone that is your daily driver, it has a SIM card in it, you are logged in with every single application, it's going to take a lot more battery life. And that is why this full charge will last 1 day and 8 hours, and this one's 4 days. So it's not that Samsung is trying to make you buy and degrade over into a different phone. If this one was the one that was my daily driver with the SIM card and all my applications logged in, this one would also probably say something very similar. Hopefully it would say something a little bit less than 1 day and 8 hours, just because this one has a better processor, which helps with the battery life and the energy used. So that was everything that I wanted to cover in today's video. Pretty much answered every single thing. If this video is too long for you, that is because I had to be more detailed because of all the comments in the last video. So hopefully this has kind of dispersed everything. Any type of comment that was in that video has now been answered, and why the S25 Ultra is better when it comes down to charging out of the box than the S24 Ultra, and Samsung's never really told you. They just kind of secretly put it in there and made it better. Other people have found out about this, and I just wanted to share it with you as well. Hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.